3-2, Salford Red Devils 16 picked at the end. Salford led throughout this game, right at the death, of course, that brilliant Sam Lizzoni try. The difference between the two sides. Nene McDonald, E-I-E-I-O. What a performance from Nene McDonald against his former employers. Oh, it was like a man possessed, wasn't he? What a performance. He was everywhere. Oh, sensational from Nene McDonald. And I think for me, he was the catalyst on which Salford built in this game and very, very nearly shocked Super League. Nobody gives Salford a prayer. But like we said in the Paul Rowley in conversation interview, they're starting 17. You know, you've got to show them some respect. I thought Cade Cust had a fine debut as well. Let's talk about the debutants for Salford. We'll get to Leeds in a moment. McDonald, absolutely unplayable. 142 metres from 15 carries. He was all over the place. Some decent, only 4 tackles, but decent tackles those were. I just think he was a menace going forward all the way through the game, if truth be told. 5 tackleables. Nene McDonald, very easy on the eye, played a superb game. Cade Cust, I mean, massive this season for Cade Cust. Very much in the spirit of Jackson Hastings and Brodie Croft before him. Not many people fancy Cade Cust, didn't have the best time at Wigan Warriors. This was an opportunity for him to step up and, of course, got a very fine try in this game. He had an assured performance, did Cade Cust. This is something to build on for him. No issues at all. Great effort from Cade. Well done to you, sir. Fantastic. And then, of course, Shorrocks, a little bit of a bit part play. I was surprised, actually, to see that it was Shorrocks that came off the bench in this one. Bit surprised about that. I actually thought he'd probably get a starting shirt. That wasn't to be. Came on, did a cameo, and again, did nothing immensely wrong. In that, there's big things ahead for Shorrocks in a Salford Red Devils shirt this season. And, of course, there's great competition in those back row forwards, isn't there? In the likes of Partington, Helliwell, who also was on the bench. You have the likes of Callum Watkins, Sam Stone, of course, Shane Wright's back as well. So they've got a plethora of players there competing for those positions, but I think Shorrocks will go well over the course of the whole season. I just felt it was a really gritty performance, this, from the Salford Red Devils. It will have caught many people's attention. Believe you me, Salford, when they can put their strongest side out with the way in which Paul Rowley gets them playing, there's no doubt they're going to be competitive. Now, let's go to the Leeds Rhinos. Well done to the Leeds Rhinos. They were bang up against it. There was an expectation there at Headingley last night, especially with the new signings. I mean, let's be fair, it's incredible the signings that Rohan Smith has managed to bring in to the Leeds Rhinos. The debutants last night, Momorowski, got the 10. I've got no issue with that. I think the yellow card was right from Momorowski. It was clumsy. He definitely led with the shoulder. I don't think anybody can have any doubt about that. Wasn't probably his best game. He's not been there though for long. If you remember, he only just come back last week. So we think he's going to have a fine season. We've seen enough of Momorowski in the NRL to know that he will be a fine player for the Leeds Rhinos. I think this one probably just came a bit too quickly for him. Not done as much in training, etc., etc. Croft, I have to tip me hat to Salford. Croft, for me personally, was quite ineffective in this game. I think Salford really did a number on Brodie Croft. They did seem to try and minimise the Ackers-Croft effect in this one. I thought both Croft and Ackers didn't do anything wrong. They were assured. I mean, in Ackers' defence, I thought he had a decent defensive game. But in terms of their go forward, I think it was crystal clear that Salford Red Devils know Brodie Croft and Andy Ackers really well, and to a larger extent really did nullify both. And that's probably why none of the assists and none of the tries came from those two. They kept a really good, close eye on both of those players throughout the game. As far as Matt Frawley's concerned, well, not a bad start, great assist from him. I thought his kicking game wasn't quite on point last night, but he'll ease his way into the season as the season goes on. Mikael Gudemon, of course, coming in off the bench for this one. Again, decent cameo. Not really set the world alight too much in terms of his cameo, but again, an assured performance from Mikael Gudemon. That's the debutants in this game. That's how they fared. It was a fantastic game of rugby league. It's the way that round ones tend to be. Yes, it wasn't, poetry in terms of rugby league. Of course it wasn't. You can put your words with to one side. It was never going to be that way, was it? But yeah, I just think that, these are the type of games I love where it's very, very bitty. It's a war of attrition early doors. There was a little bit of magic. I mean, the Ash Handley try. Oh, take a bow, sir. I mean, it was like Roadrunner, wasn't it? Unbelievable. Ash Handley, when you give him that amount of space, I mean, the ball, fair play to Leeds, they moved it right to left, absolutely on point. And once Ash Handley's got that amount of space, you're not catching him, are you? It's as simple as that. Remember Saints last year? This was pretty much a carbon copy of that. Fantastic performance from Ash Handley. Of course, I believe it was his birthday as well. 2 really well taken tries from Ash Handley. And, we've got to give congratulations to Ash for that. Very, very good indeed. And, of course, Lizone. Now, Lizone got man of the match on Sky, and I've got to be honest with you, I've not even got him in my 3-2-1. I'm going to come to my 3-2-1 in a minute. But, Lizone, don't get me wrong, he's a battering ram. I mean, his runs were bruising. I mean, they really were. Absolutely bruising from Sam Lizone. 9 runs, 63 metres. So not quite getting, the 10 metres of carry, but what he does do, he doesn't half hit hard, doesn't he? He does hit hard, both in terms of defence and in attack. When he comes up against somebody, they know the hit, don't they? Whoa. It makes you shudder, doesn't it? But fantastic. I mean, and that's what Sam Lizone is all about. Another player who, wasn't expected to play and turns up on the team sheet. But Sam Lizone, fair play. He gets the winning try. I get that. But is that enough to be man of the match? I don't believe that it is. I thought it was a bit lazy. I love Kyle Amor. I think he's done a fantastic job in the first 2 games that he's commentated on. But quite frankly, we say this on Super League Raw. Sometimes it's just too easy to give that type of performance a man of the match performance. So let's do it then. Let's do the 3-2-1. Who's the man of the match? Had to be Nene McDonald. I mean, for me, yes, he's on the losing side, but what a performance. Salford were not given a prayer in this. And I think Nene McDonald laid the platform and said, come on, lads, follow me, we can do this. And they did. And that's what a man of the match performance is all about. And very, very nearly, the Salford Red Devils come out of Headingley with 2 points on opening day. So come on, let's call it for what it was. Anybody with a pair of eyes, including a donkey, can see that Nene McDonald was man of the match in that game. Come on, let's have it. In terms of who I'm giving the 2 points to, Ash Handley, absolutely. 2 brilliantly taken tries, 173 metres from 12 carries. Of course, a big 90 of that was his try. Let's not forget that. But all in all, Ash Handley, quality winger, 2 tries in the opening weekend of the season. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And finally, the 1 point. I'll tell you who I'm giving the 1 point to. I'll tell you who I'm giving the 1.2. It's not Lizone, it's his partner, Mikolaj Alecki. Now, let's look at Alecki, right? We were talking about Alecki in Weekly, yeah? Didn't have a good season last season. It wasn't the Mikolaj Alecki of 2 seasons ago in 2022. A lot of pressure. And I thought, let's not forget, he actually went off as well for, I think it was a head injury assessment. So, that limited his minutes in this one. But he did 115 metres, hard work down the middle, 15 carries. He had a really solid game. He needed that for me, did Alecki, and he delivered. So, like I say, yes, Lizone gets the try. But I think in the overall game itself, I thought Alecki had a better game. And that's why Super League Raw, we'll call it straight. Don't you worry about that. No favourites here. Alecki for us on the night deserves that point. So 3 points for Nene McDonald, E-I-E-I-O. Number 2, of course, going to Ash Handley. And the number 1, the 1 point goes to Alecki. That's the way we see it. Do you agree with us? Get in the comments. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Super League Raw, the online destination that you need to be on. That's right. More shows than ever before coming to you live this season. Come on, support us. And don't forget to get over to our Patreon site, become a member, because there's loads of benefits. You could win a season ticket. Whoa, season ticket in the Fantasy League. Loads of great stuff coming your way this season. Fantastic. Memberships only start from £2.99. You can win a season ticket for 40 quid. Way! So give it a go. But look, fantastic bringing you in the sheds. We're back. In the sheds, he's back. We hope you've enjoyed this edition. The Leeds Rhinos off to a winning start. Rohan Smith will be delighted. 22 points to 16. And Salford Red Devils, people all of a sudden aren't writing you off for the playoff places. Long way to go, only round 1, but Salford, well done. Leeds, congratulations, and we'll see you next time on In the Sheds.